Hey guys, so with so many articles and books being written about general parenting and parenting styles and parenting skills and positive parenting and peaceful parenting, we don't see a lot of things being written about digital parenting. And so it's important to discuss the different ways that we manage the digital lives of our children. So in this video, we're going to talk about 3 digital parenting styles that every parent needs to know about. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Hi, this is Jay, and welcome back to Tech Parental, helping you to keep your family safe, sane, and connected in today's digital world. So if you're looking for digital parenting advice as well as family tech reviews, then be sure to click that subscribe button right there, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay notified of all of our latest videos. Okay, so digital parenting is kind of an area that's not really highly explored by too many experts. There are, a few people talking about it, but there aren't too many. And as a school psychologist, just in general, when I meet with parents at all the different schools that I work in, as well as the different Facebook groups that I'm a part of, I do notice that there is a wide variety of skills and strategies and schools of thought that parents employ when deciding how to govern the digital lives of their children. And so today we're going to just be covering 3 different digital parenting styles that were discovered by Alexandra Samuel, who is a researcher that conducted a 2-year study on digital parenting. But before we get to those 3 different styles, I just would like to invite you guys to further the conversation on digital parenting in our Facebook group over on Facebook. It is the Bridging the Gap Facebook group. I'm going to show you guys right here what it looks like. Okay, so it's called Bridging the Gap, and it's part of the it's part of our new company that we have, our consulting company, and that is the Facebook group. And Bridging the Gap is part of our consulting company where we speak to parents at schools and discuss some of the topics that we've been discussing in this channel, such as cyberbullying, screen time, and all subjects like that, and how to get kids to engage in a positive manner on the internet using their devices. So the Bridging the Gap Facebook group is a safe place for parents to discuss with each other, a non-judgmental place for parents to kind of discuss with each other the different things, the different important issues and questions that they may have of each other, as well as of myself and my business partner, Farah Jones, who's the other member of Bridging the Gap. So feel free to join the community, and let's create a vibrant community of parents who can support each other and provide each other with information when it comes to this crazy new thing that we call the internet, right? And how our kids manage it. Okay, so the first digital parenting style that Alexandra Samuel covered is the digital enablers, okay? And it's the titles that we're going to use here, or the titles that she designed, are kind of a bit harsh in the way they sound, but let me describe what they mean. So the digital enabler is it's a parent who generally allows very free use of all the devices in the home. There's kind of a laissez-faire attitude. Generally, these are the parents of older kids, teenagers. They're looking to avoid the screen time battle. They're looking to avoid the struggle that parents often have, so they just let them do whatever they want to do. And generally, for the most part, kids are setting their own time limits. Parents who are enablers may also take the position that they are increasing the digital skills of their child, so they let them engage in unlimited device time because they feel that they are developing the skills that are going to be needed in the future. And while that's important, it doesn't come with guidance. So digital enablers generally don't provide guidance. They don't engage in conversations. They don't engage in mentoring. They don't engage in monitoring, or very little of it. Okay. Very few conversations. And for the most part, or one specific characteristic is that these parents may consider technology a young person's game. And while it is, it's important to remember too that they need supervision and guidance as they are learning about the things that are out there. Okay, they consider it a kid thing. This is for young people. He's the tech expert. I let him set these things up, and so that's that. So let me know in the comment section if you know anyone that is a digital enabler. You can just tell me yes in the comments, or maybe you are a digital enabler and this is your position, this is how you feel. The second type of digital parenting style that was discovered by Alexandra Samuel is known as the digital limiter. The digital limiter, okay? And so generally, for the most part, what Alexandra Samuel found was that these parents are the parents of older toddlers or very young preschool-aged children. So, 3, 4, 5, 6 age, around that age. And so the focus or the philosophy or the school of thought for this parenting style is completely limiting to the highest extent possible access to devices. Okay, so these are the parents who feel that are concerned about, they worry about the negatives. They worry about the negative aspects of the internet. So they are concerned that their children are going to develop poor social skills. They are concerned about inactivity, their children not going outside and playing. They're concerned about the dangers of cyberbullying or sexting. They're concerned about shortened attention span. I've heard many parents personally say it to me, and I've seen it in Facebook groups. Parents say, well, I didn't have it as a child. We didn't have phones when I was a kid, so they don't need a phone, right? So it's that, it's that kind of attitude. I know I've spoken to many parents that say that they are not going to allow their child to even own or use a mobile device until they're well into high school. I've conducted some polls in Facebook groups, and parents have reported to me that they don't plan on getting their child a phone at all. And so while it's your choice to, whether or not to give your child a phone or any kind of mobile device or access, but sometimes it's important for children to develop digital skills, and not just the ability to operate the phone, but to learn things like etiquette, to learn boundaries, and to learn specific things on how people socialize online. And it is important to socialize in person or in real life, and it is important to get your physical activity in. And there are dangers out there on the internet, cyberbullying or predators and things like that. But it's also important to develop digital life skills. So those are the digital limiters. And you can let me know in the comment section if, again, are you a digital limiter? Do you feel that your child isn't going to get a device? You're going to hold off as long as possible? Or do you know someone that is a digital limiter and you see them holding off? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? And by the way, while we're talking about good and bad, I kind of wanted to just throw in that while we're discussing these, digital enablers, digital limiters, and we're going to talk about digital mentors in a second, in Devorah Heitner's book, Screenwise, she talks about, parents, you and I, having this discussion and talking about how you do things in your house and how I do things in my house. And while I'm expressing an opinion here, it's super important to remember that we should respect each other's parenting skills. So if you're an enabler, maybe there are some things that we can discuss, but I still have to respect, how you run your household. And if I'm a digital limiter, you may feel that I'm too strict, or you may have a certain opinion about the way that I parent my child and their device. But we really shouldn't be judging each other and criticizing each other for the way that we manage, our respective children in the home. Okay, everybody has their own style, but and there is a recommended style. You can see where I'm going with this, with the digital mentor style, and no one parent is solely one thing. There are hybrids. We do have some crossover here between the styles, but it is important to remember to respect each other and to learn from each other and to listen to each other, because we need to confer. We need to work with each other so that we can, get a general understanding of what's going on here with our kids and make an informed decision on how to, govern the digital life, or try to govern the digital lives of our children. So as I mentioned, let's get to the last digital parenting style, and that is the digital mentor. So we covered the digital enabler, the digital limiter, and the digital mentor is someone that understands that kids need a balance of guidance and freedom when using these devices. So most parents are generally going to kind of fall in this in-between, in the sweet spot. And for the most part, Samuel found that the parents who adopt this strategy or this philosophy, the school of thought, are the parents of elementary school and early middle school. So first grade through sixth grade-ish is where most of the parents are adopting this balanced style. Generally, these parents attempt to have some semblance of order when it comes to screen time and rules and bedtimes and when there's no tech involved. Generally, these parents engage in frequent or semi-frequent monitoring of their children's devices, or have conversations with them about what they're seeing and what are some of the dangers out there. These also tend to be the parents who engage in technology with their children. So they will learn Snapchat and they'll ask their kid to show them Snapchat or some of the more fun apps. And while I know Snapchat is not for under 13, and there was just an article recently about an 8-year-old that was using Snapchat, and the mother discovered that there was someone trying to groom her child. It's important to engage in technology with your child. And so parents who are digital mentors engage with their children and learn from their children, as well as teach their children the values that they want to instill, right? So to be cautious, but to be explorative. Look to learn, but do it cautiously. And of course, with internet safety tips like not giving out your personal information, no last names, no sharing of passwords, don't make videos or photos that identify your location, and those types of things. These are also the parents that are likely to enroll their children in courses for kids, like digital courses for kids, or classes in, like say, coding or robotics or things like that, STEM type classes and STEM courses to enrich their child's digital skills and therefore the digital life. So those are the three categories, the three digital parenting styles that were discovered or kind of named or coined by Alexandra Samuel. I'll link the article in the description down below so you can kind of read a little bit more about what she says about these parents. And there's some statistics that show, which are the parents, which of these groups of parents are engaging more and, with the specific skills and the specific conversations and trying to, place rules and order in the home. So it's very important that you kind of understand these three parenting styles so that you can make a conscious decision about how you're running the household, right? You have an in-place school of thought when you decide to get your child a phone, or they're going to use a tablet or use your phone. And so what will your family philosophy be when it comes to digital technology? and mobile devices. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this, and feel free to ask any questions. So if you like this video, please give it a like and share it with other parents that you know who have a family that deals with these types of issues. So until the next video, this is Jay from Tech Parental, helping you to keep your family safe, sane, and connected in today's digital world. Thanks for watching and have a great day.